gardening friends. I'm here and I'm going to show you my garlic harvest. Welcome to Tea Time Tuesday. Dave is off playing sheep's head and it's going to rain, so I have to get this garlic out and into the basement here at my senior living community. So I wanted to show you my garlic harvest. The ground is quite loose and rich, so I don't need a shovel. I pulled some earlier today, and this side of the garden here gets more shade, so the garlic cloves are smaller, but at least I planted about 100 cloves. So what I'm doing is knocking off most of the dirt. And then I am going to put it in bundles of maybe 10 loosely, and then put it on some shelves in the basement here. It's about the driest place to store my garlic until it dries, and then I will cut it. I'll show you. I cut it about here after it dries, so it has a little bit of a hard neck, and then I chop off the roots to the just above the base, not to the base, but just above. And I planted about 100. The soil is a raised bed gardening mix and some compost. And I had it covered in straw, but I took the straw off last night so the ground would dry out a little more. This raised bed mix has a nice ratio of compost and I think there's stagnum moss in there, earth castings, alfalfa meal. I went over it in one of the earlier videos. So I waited until three of the leaves. There was one down here and here, and now it's just starting. So this one could have stayed in longer, but I want to get everything out of the bed so I can plant some fall crops in here. So I'd say 2 or 3 of these brown ones would be sufficient. So you can see with my hand how big the clove is. Now if you pull it out when it's wet, it's going to be harder to get the dirt off without disturbing the skin, and you don't want to disturb the skin. You want it to dry on there with as much skin as possible. It just stores better then. That was a bigger one. Let's see here. So I should show you some more. I'm going to finish pulling that later, okay? It is about 86 today and humid. It's late afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock. Here's the sign my granddaughter made, and it faded so I touched it up. Scarlet runner beans are on here, blossoming nice. Now, I don't think I showed you this technique that I'm using so the bunnies do not eat my green beans that are planted in here. They were getting through the fence, under the gate really, and eating the beans in here. So I came up with using a row cover to let the beans get established. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it on the whole time because I don't know if more bunnies are going to get in here. I pulled out all my sugar snap peas, and right now I'm soaking some beets and some radishes and some pea pods. I left this borage in place. It attracts pollinators, and the little blue bird bath the birds like on this tree line here, because there is no close water. So they come and they use this, and then when they come here, they eat the bugs if there's any on my plants. And another thing water will do is the birds won't, this is what I heard, won't peck at your vegetables, and they're really seeking some water. So that's why they're pecking on your tomatoes. So if you put a bird bath in your garden, I hear that they will not be attracted to your tomatoes or melons or cucumbers. Straight 8, I believe. My kales are in there, in the row cover. Dill, yummy. Love the smell. Do you have smells that remind you of your childhood? Dill is one of mine. My mom did a lot of canning and pickling. I'm having trouble with chipmunks climbing in over the fence, and then they eat the just starting tomatoes that are ripening. But I figure there's going to be so many they can't possibly get them all. I did put an onion bag on the peppers, a couple of the big peppers that are going to ripen first, hoping the chipmunks don't get them. So my gardening friends, this is it. We're getting ready for fall season now, even though I haven't had a fresh tomato yet. Basil's doing good. Calendula's starting on the fence to bloom. I do see a few tomato blossoms on this beefsteak. Now that's the beefsteak I bought, and it is huge, but the blossoms fell off. And then I have a beefsteak I started from seed, and it's doing okay. In fact, it's got a couple tomatoes on it. Yay! But it's very happy now since I took those peas down, and the peas were up there about 6-7 feet shading these tomatoes. Herbs on the other side. Oh, thank God for that breeze. 86 and a beautiful summer breeze. That's it, friends. Take care, and thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.